Hi, this is Ken Cunin from On Song.
And I'm Sabrina Laurie.
Welcome to episode number 2. Today, we are very fortunate to have Josh Jacobz. He's been in the country for 4 months. He's from South Africa, but now we got him. He's in Brisbane.
It's really a fairy tale experience for Josh, only having been here such a short time. And I had the opportunity to catch up with the audience members in the foyer recently, and this is what happened.
Would you like to see more live performance-based shows broadcast for more exposure worldwide?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think it actually builds them, builds them more character. It's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're both performers too, so we've come along to support everybody today, and I think it's a great opportunity for people to be able to, actually get a bit of exposure.
I think it's brilliant. Been in the music industry in the past and coming from the States and coming here, I think it's about time that someone has done something like this for the actual creative artists and songwriters that you don't hear a lot of.
I don't know about you, but when I listen to a song, I want to be touched. I want to feel the hairs on my arm stand up. That's what On Song is about. It's about having that experience of I'm looking at something classic. I'm listening to something that is going to resonate not only today, but tomorrow. The first time that I heard Josh Jacobz, the hair on my arms, they stood up. Fantastic. From South Africa, now living in Brisbane. He's a wonder. Sabrina, you're in the dressing room with him right now. What's he have to say?
Thanks, Ken. I'm in the change room with Josh, who's looking very smooth. Got his guitar and he's keen to get on stage and have a chat with you very soon.
The thing that takes a song as near to perfection as it can be is if it serves truly, if it serves the emotion truly, if it serves music and not the artist. I mean, from a guy playing 3 chords and just singing beautifully and it being true to a complicated piece of music that changes drastically, both can be just as valuable, just as relevant musically.
It is my absolute pleasure today to meet and introduce Josh Jacobz. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Now, having chatted on the phone and before with you, I can tell that you are a human being that just lives and you breathe music. And what I want to know is, what inspired you to actually become a singer-songwriter as opposed to someone who just covers other material?
Other amazing musicians, really. I mean, I started off just covering songs, of course.
Yep.
And when the experience alone drove me to want to try and create something myself that was of the same value.
Yeah, something I suppose that would last the way that a classic artist writes a song.
To create something timeless, essentially.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, I think that's the key, is that timeless ability. Yeah, all right, that's very interesting. You've been in Australia for what, 4 months now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now how are the audiences in South Africa? How do they differ from the audiences here in Australia? What's the experience like?
It's a lot colder in South Africa, I would say. It's harder. You don't get the same kind of opportunities. And the audiences here are far more appreciative of what I do, I find. Whereas there, I played a lot of biker bars and just anything I could get. Yep. And now and again you have a good gig, but mostly they're pretty rough.
They're pretty rough. So yeah. Are you worried about your gear? Are you worried about your well-being while you're there?
Yeah, people actually nick a lot of instruments at gigs.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
There is nothing worse than you think this is your treasured instrument, this is how you express yourself, and then it's gone. Mm-hmm. So you've actually had instruments taken from you.
They tried to take one of my friends already, yeah.
Okay, let me ask you this. You told me on the phone that you've done a fair bit of busking since you've been out there. Mm-hmm. What's that experience like, just walking in front of a bunch of strangers and singing your heart out to make a living?
It was really weird at first. In South Africa, you can't busk, for instance. They'll just steal your guitars and stuff within a few minutes. So here, you have to be really humbled. Like, it's a whole change of making music. I was just accustomed to playing on stages and you have to create this amazing experience, whereas here I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it yet, but I really enjoy it.
I think you've got to be pretty fearless, though, to actually be in a public square and say, here's a song that I wrote, hope you like it.
Yeah, initially I felt like I was just begging, and then I started enjoying it because I don't. It's still so mysterious to me, but it's wonderful.
Yeah, I got to imagine every day is a little bit different. Okay, if you would be kind enough, can you play us a solo acoustic song? What's it going to be today?
Sensitive Suspicion.
Okay, what that song's got a little bit of an interesting topic, doesn't it? What would you?
In short, it's about a boy that wants to be a girl.
A boy that wants to be a classic rock and roll song. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, check out Josh playing Sensitive Suspicion.
Johnny be nimble, oh, Johnny be quick. Johnny waits for mommy to leave to put on her lipstick. Is he just confused, or is he just bored? Or is it another day for Johnny against this world? I don't know. Johnny, don't lose hope. Pantyhose and freedom, oh how these two meet, as Johnny struts his stuff down old Whitaker Street. Faces in gloom to the side of his hair. He quickly learns the nature of his fellow man. He says, I know what I am, and it's that I'm not a man. Why call me other? Johnny shows Daddy just how good he looks. Daddy knocks Johnny out with the edge of a book. Mommy just cries with such pain in her eyes. The son she so loved and the son who just died. I know you well, child, but you can't live in the light of another. As Johnny grows up, he loses the stars in his eyes. Finding a job isn't easy for a girl of his size. Shadows against every wall keep Johnny at bay. For every dingy club he plays at, he becomes the prey. He cries, Lord, if you're there, would you answer just one prayer? I'm growing tired. Years go on, Mommy and Daddy no longer alive. Johnny remembers them softly with a tear in his eye. Swinging sweetly, smoothly, Johnny now free. His neighbors still hate him, but he's at peace, for he knows the truth is light, its colors so bright. He knows what he only can be. Me, I'll be me. I'll be me.
I'm backstage with Josh now. How are you feeling, Josh? What's going through your mind?
It's surreal, and yeah, I'm buzzing, to be honest, yeah.
You are buzzing. You made us all buzz just now with your acoustic song. It brought me to tears. It was a very special moment. How are you feeling about your connection to OnSong and what sort of aspirations you expect from this experience?
Just to grow as a musician. I mean, it's just amazing to have opportunities in the first place, which are not as common where I come from. So I'm just really appreciative.
I think in this life it takes an incredible amount of courage to really be who you are and make no apologies for it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Look, we're going to go to break. Stay tuned because we're going to be back with Josh before you know it. Okay, we are back with Josh Jacobz. I got a couple more questions for you. Okay, you're an intriguing fella. My question to you is, in a perfect world, where do you see yourself a couple years down the track?
Happy.
Happy? Yeah.
I mean,
that's playing music, that's expressing yourself, yeah?
yeah, it's not really so much commercial success as just mostly just being happy, making music, having someone that you love, hopefully a few kids.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Fantastic. It sounds like you've got some good perspective. Okay. One last question. What has to happen during a gig that allows you to either go to bed happy at night or you can't sleep? What is it? Because I always feel like you're as good as your last gig. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had that experience?
Yeah, it's if the crowd doesn't understand or if you don't connect with the crowd, for instance, and you get no response, and then sometimes it's a bit tougher and you don't know what you did wrong or what you could do to make it better.
Yep.
But when they really connect and when you really connect with them,
yep.
and yeah, it's far more fulfilling and you feel like you've actually done your job. Because it's not just about singing and playing pretty, it's about connecting, creating.
Absolutely. Well, from all accounts, you're very dynamic. We've seen you on the acoustic show, the acoustic version. Now we're going to, in a few moments, hear you with the band. We're going to just have a quick moment with our sponsor, and we will be back one more time with Josh Jacobz with the Crooked Sky following.
Yes, we are the victors. Nothing can stop us. This life, it invites us to beat every demon, sail every sea. When you open your eyes to the love that inspires, when we stay strong, just carry off of others, their light and their thunder. Know yourself well, child, don't bury deep in hunger. The times they will take and the good things will break, but the plans that you make will become your fate when you stay strong. Just push on. Control you, turn the tide and live for what we need. Fear, hurt, lust, but that leads along. They slow you down, my friend. Share a smile, your enemies they will lose through their stupidity. Time will tell and nothing else. They'll melt away and you'll be free. Raise your glass and have a drink with me. Soldiers of fortune, turn the tide and live for what we need. Every every season. No, nothing can stop you. This life invites you.
We would like to thank you. We would like to please ask you to follow us on Facebook, other social media. Make sure that you actually follow us on our YouTube channel as well. It's been a pleasure. We will see you next time. The old monster's got its teeth in me. It brings me down. There's no relief. Racing pulse, it gathers speed. Rising sun, it brings no peace. Do you know monsters die? Stop feeding them with fear tonight. I want to write myself off at times, to let you down would kill my life. Now is the time I must fight. If I never try, I'm never alive. Do you know monsters die? Stop feeding them with fear tonight. Do you know my monster lives? The question marks that I feed him. Do you know my monster dies? Stop feeding them with fear tonight. Do you know my monster lives? Question marks that I feed him. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. Do you know monsters die? Stop feeding